monochrome, fuckhead. No. Excuse me. As I said, chicks dig it. Alright, so I had a huge screw up here, guys. My son tried to play a game, I think Roblox or whatever, on my Mac, which is a very old Mac. I don't know if I've mentioned it before. I think I said something like once when we were talking on there. Alright, just trying to dust this thing off. So, Mike, I think I said to Mike that my Mac's like probably 10 years old, if I'm soft estimating it. And so he froze my Mac up, and I hadn't printed out the picture of Wilma, which is going to be the next painting for Mike. So I'm working on the print now. It's being done by the computer, so hopefully we can draw it before the end of the night. In the meantime, one of the reasons I couldn't broadcast yesterday was I was actually painting my son's room, and it took a fuck ton longer than it should have. The colors he wanted were red and yellow, and I mean red and yellow, bright fucking red. So the red decided to be a real pain in the ass about sticking to the walls properly. Alright. So, to make up for it in time, one of the things I have to do, I have to redo these shelves. This was the color. His room's two-toned. It's got like a normal wall, and then they had wood paneling in it when we moved in. But they had this ugly brown color. So my son's favorite color is yellow. So we had this light yellow that we painted his room as, on the wood paneling part. And then my son now, at 11, decided he wanted to change his room up. And so the wood paneling now is bright fucking red. And hopefully this stuff will load up. Wow, I must put my phone in fucking paint. That's brilliant. Yowzer. I'm waiting on it to load up the Imager or whatever. It seems stuck and I'm not liking that. So hopefully those will load up and I can show you guys what the room looked like. It looks nice. It's bright. It looks like a McDonald's. Alright, let's get this popped open here. The problem is that he wanted it this red because we spent so much time trying to get it to actually stick. We used up a lot of it. So I'm hoping I have enough to do all these shelves. So it'll look nice. The lower part being being red, and then the top's the bright yellow. And so what we want to do is have the shells, which will be on the upper part, be the bright red. And then it'll all look nice and clean. I feel bad for him. He's literally like sleeping right now. Like he slept in the couch the past few nights. Which I have a feeling he really didn't mind too much, but got him down to his video games a little sooner. But he's sleeping on his bed tonight again, but unfortunately his bed's like smack dab, not in the middle of the room, but it's definitely not where it used to be. I think we can't put it there yet because I'm like, the paint's dry, but let's give it a little more time to stay dry, not fuck anything up. As I said, I'm just literally killing time with this while I think prints a nice photo quality shot of Wilma. Yeah, you ticklish, yes, such a fat look on the yumsk. I did get approval from my kids, the portrait of Kyram. They thought it was nice. Now they're fighting over it, on whose room it goes into. I should really piss them off and hang it in my room. I'll have to ask my wife what she thinks about whether or not I'm allowed to sell that one. Other trouble we ran into painting his room is that since we had to use so many layers, it was just too much for the damn painter's tape. It leaked through. I was able to touch up the yellow parts where where the yellow and the red interact, but we didn't have any white base to use, so I don't have anything to touch up the spots where it leaked on the white.
And both I'm living in my nose large. I get stupid. I should not like you, but I used to would.
Kind of sad to do this one. I don't know if I can hold up. Yeah, I don't know if it'll show that way. I try to do this way. I'm trying to hold on to it. Like you see the light colors there, you know. That was the original paints from his bedroom at our old townhouse when he was born. So I kind of feel bad losing them. And a nice that one was two-tone too, actually. Now I think about it, his we made it very like nature, nature in appearance. Like his room was split in the middle. The lower part was green. The upper part was a light blue. And then we had yellow on all the trims. So it had a very, green grass, blue skies. And a little bit of sunshine all over. I don't know if I ever shared that story on here. See, now, my wife and I, years and years and years ago, we moved from an apartment we had here, which, in this area, it's probably not even a half mile, maybe 3/4 mile, at the most from this house. We moved out of there into a place in Malvern. It was a townhouse, and it was me and my daughter and my wife, and nice 3-bedroom townhouse, and so the spare bedroom became my studio, and / nerd room. And now, if you've seen the backgrounds, you see the Star Wars figures that are up, the Episode 3 figures, and I was collecting Star Wars figures for. When I was a kid, I had a few, but we never had that many. I mean, we had. Well, I can't say we didn't have that many, but I had very few that were mine. Let's put it that way. They were my brothers and my sisters. By the time I got any control over them, they were all lost their lightsabers and guns and whatever. So, when the new, the prequels came out, I was all about it. I was like, yeah, I get to buy my own Star Wars figures now. But I never did a good job in collecting episodes 1 or 2. I had a good amount, but I never finished what I considered a full set. So, with episode 3, I was convinced I was going to get them all. And now that I had the spare bedroom with all the wall that I can clean up and do whatever I see fit, I said, I'm doing it. But when my wife and I were looking at the place, and I saw that spare bedroom, and I said, yes, this is going to be my studio nerd room. So I'm going to hang up all my Star Wars figures on the wall here. And I said to my wife, I said, watch, I'm going to finish my collection, and you're going to end up pregnant. I'm going to have to take them all down. So, I think you can see where this is going. Now, we moved in that townhouse, let's see here, 2005? I want to say it was 2005. That sounds right. No, I'm sorry. Take that back. It was 2006. That's right. It's 2006. Yeah. So I was collecting my Star Wars figures and whatever, and I did pretty good. But the one I was missing, the one I was my, my Eleanor, if you will. Okay. It was a lava reflection Darth Vader from Target. I had seen it, but at the time I hadn't had the cash to buy it, and I was trying not to do any of this stuff like on credit cards and stuff. So I was at Wizard World Comic Con in Philly, June 2006, and I'll take it back. We did move in 2005. Now that I think about it, September 2005. Yeah. Because it was 2006 in June when I found my Darth Vader lava reflection from Target exclusive. I had a booth there, random booth, and guy was selling it for $50, but it was Sunday, so he was willing to negotiate. I think I got him down to like $20, $25. Was it really worth that? I don't know. But I paid less than what he was originally asking, so I don't give a shit. And for everything else that I had, I really paid extra for, so I was okay with spending a little extra for my Darth Vader. And so I got that thing there, beautifully set up. I had it, my lava reflection Anakin and lava reflection Obi-Wan, kind of looking like they were dueling next to each other, against each other, since they were. And then I put Vader right in the middle there. I rearranged all my figures. I took a lot of time doing that. All fucking day doing that. Making sure it looked nice and perfect, and, I had my, alternate figures, things that were painted different, my variants, whatever. All my stuff. Then the following weekend, we went on vacation to Hershey Park. And I was all excited. So I'm a big roller coaster nut, and I've never been to Hershey Park, and I knew they had some good roller coasters. And I'm like, okay, let's go on these roller coasters. My wife says to me, I don't think I should go on the roller coaster. I said, what's the matter? She goes, I'm late. I said, what do you mean you're late? He says, I'm late. How late? Late. And I'm like, okay, well, alright. So I convinced Allie to go on a few roller coasters with me, my oldest. And, but she wouldn't go on all of them with me. So I went on a couple roller coasters by myself. And my wife took a test, over-the-counter test the next day when we came home after Allie got sent to her mother's. And sure enough, boom, baby's on the way. And I said, son of a bitch! September 2005, I said, I'm gonna finish my collection, and you're gonna end up pregnant, and I'm gonna take it all down. And sure enough, that's what we had to do. Right before Vincent was born, took it all down, painted it that nice little green and blue and yellow. Thing down, flip it and reverse it. You snap, flip, 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 snap. Whoop. Let's try not to hit the computer with the extremely wet paint. That's probably a good thing, right? So. Good God. Good God. Brush having a little trouble getting in the nice corners. Shouldn't it? Find that little brush I used for upstairs. I am not too concerned about making this look too good right now. It's going to require at least a second coat. I know that. And and it's going to require a finer brush. I just want to get a lot done while I'm waiting for this print. It's probably near finished now, but let's get at least the part we started finished up, right?
I got me a Chrysler. It's about 20, so hurry up and bring your jukebox money.
It is funny though. You know, everybody looks forward to an extended weekend, and my whole time looking up towards this weekend, I'm going, God, I got so much to do that weekend. As I knew we were painting my son's room. Like I said, I expected it to go a lot faster than what it did. But I knew we were painting this weekend. And then I was like, okay, well, once we get the painting done, I knew we had to pack for my camping trip. Remember, I won't be here on Wednesday and Thursday. I doubt I'll have a chance to do anything Friday either, because I just found out the kids I have for my son's class, and I'm not thrilled. Pretty much, if you could try to guess what would be the worst group for me to get, I got them. The one kid, I had actually, when I chaperoned Vincent in kindergarten, he was assigned to me. And it was just me, Vincent, and this kid. And I had the worst time trying to keep track of this kid. We were at the Franklin Institute, and he just ran fucking everywhere. And now he's kind of known in the neighborhood. It's one of the groups of kids that they ride their bikes basically into oncoming traffic. So, this is what I'm going to be dealing with. For 3 days, he's under my charge. I was hoping I'd get his buddy Avery. I mean, they could be rambunctious, him and Avery together, but I can tolerate them. The other kid, one of the other kids I'm getting is a kid that earlier this year, my son and him were going back and forth on PlayStation Messenger in not very nice tones. The kid seemed to have a real issue with Vincent. I don't know what it was about. But since I read all my son's messages, like, I have the PlayStation app on my phone. I'm not trying to do it like a baby. It just pops up. I was looking at what he was saying. I'm like, I am not thrilled with this. You know. God damn it, this paint's so shiny. I can't tell if I'm actually missing a spot or if it's just reflecting a spot. Dripping all over too. This place is gonna look like a Jackson Pollock when I'm done. At least it doesn't need a blacklight to look like that. Yeah, that joke bothered me in Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm just gonna do a random bit of bitch in here. I'm just thinking about how old Star-Lord was when he was taken by Yondu. And I'm thinking, does he know who Jackson Pollock would be? Like, would he have any real idea? I mean, yes, Pollock is a well-known artist, I guess, but I'm just thinking, as a 12-year-old, like, was he 12? I don't remember. I think was he 10? Whatever. It's like, that seemed to be more mature artist than I think a 12-year-old would have known. At least known well enough to make a joke like that to a raccoon. Gonna have to be careful soon. We're running out of places to hold on to. I thought about embarrassing myself, I will say, when I realized I hadn't printed anything. I thought about throwing on Rocket League and letting you guys see how terrible I am at it. But admittedly, I had a pretty good set with Matt the other night. I don't know what the hell happened. I was lit up. I had some really bad warm-up games. I wasn't even thinking about going on to competitive. And Matt pegged me on Steam, and I was like, alright, let's do a few rounds. Let's put it this way. I got my rewards. Whatever I'm getting from this season, I'm getting this from this season, you know? I mean, they're not great rewards anyway. Not that I'm, you know... I was just looking for something that would have said I was platinum, you know, easily. I got the platinum reward because last season my computer had a physical disability, we'll say. Right before not right before the season ended, but it didn't. It took until after the season had ended for me to fix the damn thing. So I didn't get to finish in platinum. I had, I think, 7 of the required wins or whatever. And you needed to get 10 to get the platinum reward. So I didn't get my platinum reward last season. And I deserved it. I should have gotten it. But my computer fucked up. I even tried my backup computer. And it cried. It literally... It was like playing like a it wasn't even like stop motion. I'm trying to think of it. Like it was like playing Rocket League in time lapse. Like it just was, here's the car, you know, and the ball, and here's the ball, and here's the, like there's nothing in between. It was just all over. So that didn't work. And like I said, so I was pissed off, and so I really wanted to have something, you know, a tag or a gold explosion that was like platinum colored or whatever. Something. And it's like they've got these kind of weird generic ones, and gold gets the same things that platinum got, and you know, it's like I just don't get it. I'm not getting what I want. I hope they fix that. Alright, this sucks. I have nowhere else to hold on to but here. So, we're going to hold on to this part. I'm not going to be able to finish that until later. Which is fine. And I won't finish this on camera. This was just something I literally was like, well, I could do this real quick. I'm sure everyone will be thrilled to watch me paint a fucking shelf. Yeah, Matt, not playing. Sorry, dude. Sunday night. Or, no, it's Monday night. Fuck. Matt! Oh, no. I am not. I'm trying to just jam in here, try to get that this corner that I can't get the other way. There we go, got it. Yay! I gotta tap all the other shit back because I fucked it up. I have my nice finer brush later. I just want to get the first coat down real quick. Listen. And it should be more than enough now to go and get that picture of Wilma so we can draw this out. feather out the edges a little bit so it'll blend in nicer. I'll get to that part. Okay, let's get this bottom bit too. I can get that. This part will be easy. Just drag it quick. Drag a little bit from there again. Blackbird, fly into the light of the dark black night. I did find out I have to hit my PS4 account again. I just realized I was knocked out of the ranks. I don't know how that affects me. So I gotta hit up tomorrow. I have off from work. I'm going to the art museum, but I'll have to hit up the at least do one or two 3v3 matches to get back into ranked. That's the one I won platinum in. Alright. That's not too shabby. Oops. Must have been. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's nice. Poked it right on my arm. On my leg, I mean. Yeah. I am exhausted from doing this all weekend. That's cool. Right on my leg. Alright. That's good. Let's not get it on the microphone or the camera. Let's go throw it back here where it doesn't matter. Oh boy. Hang up there. Move this chair. Alright, you know what? I don't care if it hits that box. That's fine. Alright. So I gotta go wash my knee real quick. So I'll be right back. And hopefully I'll have a picture of Wilma with me too. So let me pop this, be right back. Alright, be right back. I wash this brush, wash my arm, I wash my leg, wash my hands. resume. Alright. Alrighty. Now, to let everybody in on the magic, we're going to move our camera. Everybody's going to get sick from this. Watch this. Yeah, whole tour of my studio. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Stupid. Yeah, I just realized something. Notice what we don't have here. You guys all see that? What's missing there? There's something missing. I can't... What on earth could it be? Right there. Right in that little focused area. Be right back again. Alexa, resume. Alright, and I will load up this picture of Wilma. Oh man, I just realized that. Shit. Oh, I hope I... Well, it's the basement. Who gives a shit? I care a little bit, so let's do this. Just an old rag. Just gonna step in the big one. That should be enough. Get rid of most of it. Neighbors are gonna think I killed somebody. They won't be able to prove a damn thing. I mean, no, you know, it's just paint. Let's not, because I gotta mail that painting over there. Let's not throw that. It's gonna be risky, but. Alright, you know what we gotta do. Here's space. Here's space. You guys stick around. You. Where is my wonderful? There he is. Who's the black private dick? Who's a sex machine with all the chicks? Shit. You're damn right. Who is the man? The boots is like the running man. Can you dig it? Alright, so Wilma's painting is going to be 12 by 16. We're not going to get paint on this week, just so everybody's aware. I mean, if I get an underpainting, maybe, but I doubt it, even that. We're probably going to get halfway through the drawing tonight, and that's probably about where it's going to stop. I understand what is woman shaft. This is going to be fun. I'm marking with a black pen on a black dog. Say mama, say when you move. Click follow and I'll stop doing that. I didn't hear no yeah or anything like that. Right. Well, what did I have? Yeah, I think it's something that says oh yeah or something. Still, I haven't put my gadzooks on there yet. So. Say, hey, mama said when you move, gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove. quicker everybody realizes that I have no shame, the better off we'll all be here. Oh, fuck, this is 7.5, isn't it? When it prints out. Fuck. I gotta deal with fractions. I was told there'd be no math. Alright, well, it's easy at least in this part. Where is the ritual? And tell me when. I need paper. I need paper. I'm too stupid to do this in my head after this weekend. Alright. So it's 3 3/4 was half of 7/8, right? So we know. So it's going to be 1.5, which will be 4/8, right? So that's 1.5. So it's 1 4/8 plus 3/8, right? So it's 1 7/8, right? That sound right? Let's check it out here. So it would be 14/8, which equals 1 and 6/8. Where the wise women went. Why does that seem wrong? I propose a toast. No, that's right. Okay, I got it. I'm a moron. I'm telling you, I'm tired. Tired. Yes, so it was 1 7/8. And find a cure for pain. I moved it all over now. I gotta make sure I'm right. Fuck. You fargan corksuckers. She's like, and like, whatever. She's like, hey, are you that guy? I'm like, well, whatever. Whatever. This is my United States of whatever. This is my United States of whatever. See him over the corner wearing my leather. Zooms up. He's like, hey, punk. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Hey, I thought I told you. Yeah, whatever. Zappo. I'm like, hey, Zappo, what's up? He's like, nothing. I'm like, cool. Ow. That hurt you guys as much as it hurt me? Jesus Christ. I ready write a note on here. Be right back. See the note. Hey, someone wrote a note. Fuck. So we're just doing our grid pattern again. You know what I mean? You know me, I like to make it nice and tight. Grids are tight. Not at all, barely an inconvenience. I've been watching a shit ton of Screen Rant's. Oh, there's the orange on there. Oops. Let's get that off of there quick.
I'm making my mind slow. That's why I don't fuck with the big bong, bro. I got to maintain.
Move you guys over there for a little bit. Yeah, I was watching a bunch of Screen Rant's pitch meetings. Not at all, barely an inconvenience. They're pretty good.
That main brain will explain it. It's going insane.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I am not carrying over tonight past 10:30. I know it was late, but I'm sorry. I am beat to shit. That room took fucking forever. I hope this damn thing loads up. So I'd really like to show you guys what it looked like.
They break you off something soon. I got to get my props. Cops come and try to snatch my crops. These pigs wanna blow my house down. Head underground to the next town.
There we go. So we got our nice grid.
So pretty.
Wow, I just realized how much that's like in my head, isn't it? Like you guys are like looking. I got any bald spots? You guys see any ticks? Jesus, I never looked at that before. My bad. That's if I for me. Okay, so I just want to make sure I got it right. I don't know if see there's stuff on there and be like, oh, there's stuff there and I didn't paint it. Whatever. We're okay on that. All right, now the good stuff. Where's my? Let's check his tab in there. Yeah. Pencil.
Devoid of funk. Have always been devoid of funk.
All right. Hopefully Billy hooks me up soon. He's supposed to part of the Trixie. A new pencil. Sounds stupid, I know, but. In my defense, it's a really cool pencil. So this is what I like. This is nice and even numbers. Even numbers are tight. Tweedledee-dum. I'm John, I don't succumb. Syndrome. Tweedledee-dum. I'm John, I don't succumb. Syndrome. Tweedledee-dum. I'm John, I don't succumb. Look, next time. I can dig it. This is the Star Child. On another day,
chasing the noses away. To the overpressure principle.
Like we learned last time. With these small canvases, it's so much easier just to be like, blah, blah.
Yes, I'll try. No, sunglasses. So I can see they ain't looking at. I wonder why. There's 3 blind mice. Oh, I love those Mises to pieces. How's the nose zone? Anybody seen old Smell-O-Vision? His nose. Tell me this, our child said. He will dance. That snoot to use, you mother. He will dance, that's it. Yes sir, nickel bag full. Twiddly-dee-dum. Jump, don't succumb.
Let me ask, would anybody be interested in just stuff on drawing? And the reason I ask is I see a lot of people on like a certain Facebook group I'm on, and I won't get into specifics because I don't want to embarrass anybody. But it's all around art, surprise, surprise. And it's just some people I see up there that just lack a real basic sense of drawing. And it doesn't seem like it's not like an intentional thing in their work. Now I'm sure it'd be a lot more important to ask this question if people were actually on here looking, but I mean, it's one thing to be doing this stuff, which is, like I said, when I do this, I consider this not much more than, in the Sunday papers, they used to have those, draw this photo and draw this picture, and it'd be like a turtle or whatever the fuck it was, and it's on the grid, and you just match the grid to the other side, and that's all you had to do. Telling me will dance. He must dance.
With the pop gun. Blind mice.
Alright. Tired. This is going to kind of work for us. Being this. Sitting down from here on this lower angle. Only because, A, I'm tired. I know, it's a brilliant reason why. But actually because I want to get up above there. And, like underneath of this, on top of our easel. I can't even think of the fucking name at this point. I'm jumping, don't succumb. Oh, I like that. She's got these nice little bits of hair right by her tip of her ear that come out. I could do some nice things with that. I like that a lot. And that sounds silly, but it's a little place where I can be me. You know what I mean? Close that out. You go back full. Nose. You know what you could do with your funk star, child? I will never see me dance. It made me laugh actually when I was at the Parliament concert. They had somebody come out. You know, I don't know who the guy was, but he's wearing the nose devoid of funk costume, and yeah. But he danced a lot, so I don't know why. You know, I guess they've cracked him and he dances now. That's why I know it wasn't this one because he was way too young. Three blind mice. Just want to make sure I got the muscle ends here. Let me get my. No, I was just saying that it's just something I noticed that there were a lot of people trying to show off work, and I'm like, they had some real basic anatomy issues that didn't seem to be intentional on a stylized point. It looked like they were trying to go for a realistic point. But were drawing entirely from their heads and definitely not drawing what they were looking at. And I can't say they were drawing entirely from their heads. They may have been drawing from photos of this as well, but without a basic understanding of the structures that were there, I think they were floundering and just trying to get something that they thought worked, but it didn't really work very well. And I'm kind of new to the group, so I don't want to really be throwing in hey, I think you really look like shit here. No, I mean, I wouldn't be that harsh. I am a good critique. I mean, because outside of pure abstraction, I'm talking really Pollock. I don't even know if I could count Rothko. I think Rothko, even in a sense, would have some structural basis to his works enough that he would potentially doodle them. Now, I'm not saying I know that, but it's just that it's a possibility that, and they would have benefited from it. I'll just make sure I get this arc. It doesn't necessarily have to be. I don't have to draw the hair detail yet. But drawing is like I said, outside of pure abstraction, really a basis for everything. You really can't be, I think, a successful painter without some real solid basis in drawing. Smell her on you. Don't tell me what I want to hear. Now, I won't lie. My wife did tell me that I shouldn't be doing this painting, and this is not, Mike sees this. Listen to the whole thing. My wife told me I should not be doing this painting based off of the photo Mike sent me. I know there's a fucking update, asshole. You've been causing me problems already today. Knock it off. I never reset the goddamn thing once, but she said I should take the photo myself. And I usually prefer to work that way, and she knows she's playing with that emotion. The reason my wife wants me to take the picture myself is she wants Mike to bring Wilma up here. Or at least force us to go down there so that we can go see her. Oh yeah, she's got some nice fur pattern. Oh my god, I'm gonna play with this. Oh yeah, there's some waves there that are just like, oh, I can mess. It's very Starry Nighty. Like, oh, I like that. I like this. I'm looking more and more at this. And there's some cool colors going on. I got some violets and indigos, phthalids, dark blues. Yeah, I gotta have some fun with this one, man. This is gonna be some funky shit. The outcast angel fallen from on high. I go by many names, but there is one you can't deny. My name is Satan. So call me Old Scratch, and I am a Capricorn. Killing the unborn. I said the little sea, little killers make colors ski. I'm Satan. Mephistopheles? Is this something? I don't know. It's Beelzebub, but you can call me Beals. I love to watch Fox News and then go club some baby seals. Bath drinkers of Adele, trying to wash off that baby seal smell. And then they were toasting me. Hey, here's to my hell. My name is Satan. Carry on my ways. I went and had a son, and now he makes his living as a singing comedian. I'm in every Zeppelin album. I'm in all Russian boss rants. I'm the reason that the Red Sox even had a chance. Fuck Charlie Daniels. I don't care if we can 50 months he died. Bullshit, because I would not cut that in Georgia. Okay, it's like, oh my god, 666. Nice. All right, we'll draw to the end of this song. Sorry, and they can't hear, but it's Atomic Dog. Come on. This is a story about dogs. For a dog that chases his tail, we'll be busy. Clapping dogs. Rhythmic dogs. Dog style. atomic dogs. Am I out there on the street? A big, nothing but a dog in there. Bow wow yippee yo yippee yay. Bow wow yippee yo yippee yay. Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay. Bow wow. Told you. Hit follow. I'll stop. Nothing but a dog in there. Chase the cat. Nothing but a dog in there. Alright, so now we're gonna make sure we get this. That be like that. Why must I chase the cat? God, she's a pretty dog. And just like I said, there's all this stuff I get to play with. I'm gonna have fun with this. It's not gonna be a fast one, I don't think. I mean, just because there's so much. It's gonna be like Hiram. There's gonna be a lot that we're gonna have to hammer out and figure out to make sure I get right about her. Make sure it's her. You know what I mean? It's funny. I always was actually like kind of opposed to the idea of, for a long time, of doing pet portraits. Because I often would look at some that I've seen other people do, and it was like, did you paint their dog or did you just paint a dog? You know, it's just sometimes it's pretty easy to just go, well, it's a dog, so I'll just throw this dog out here and. Start taking away a little bit there because we don't need that too much. And I guess I did figure out recently there is a sort of a way you can kind of tell if a person's painting. Like if you get another person to paint your portrait, you know, your dog's portrait. Here's a way to tell if they're painting your dog or just painting a dog. Dogs' nose prints are actually as individual as fingerprints are. Alexa, stop. Alright, I'm going to wrap it up for now tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to give a bonus one tomorrow. All our Tuesday night shows are done for the summer, so got no concerns with that. I mean, I'm going to go in there later, but I just want to make sure I notice that that's like a dark. Whistling in the dark type area. So my wife and I don't have really anything to watch, so I don't have to worry about that for the rest of the summer. So I might actually add a normal Tuesday episode on here. We'll see. Might also just use it to play Rocket League. Hey, maybe I'll throw it on here. I don't know. I'm really bad. I don't feel like I'm good enough to broadcast, but then again, I see people on my thing broadcasting, so I don't know. My same levels. Maybe I'll be better if I know people are watching. Probably not. I'll probably be far worse. something like that. I cave under pressure. See, like I should stop it. All right. Like I said, I'm exhausted. So I apologize for canceling yesterday. I apologize for being late today. And the photos weren't ready, so I'll post them maybe tomorrow. I'll make it part of the show. All right. So we will see you guys tomorrow. I'm thinking it'll be like the normal Wednesday hours, so like 8:15 to 10:30. I think that should be easily done enough. So, all right, guys, have a good one.